Ramsey becomes the bravest of the Braves to break Babe Ruth's historic home run record. Baseball all-star Hank Aaron. And believe it or not, America's perfect hostess, meal planner, home decorator, wedding planner, and magazine editor gets down and dirty when it comes to creating the perfect garden. Hear Martha Stewart's tips for transplanting next on Live. And now, here's Regis Philbin and Kathie Lee Gifford.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Great audience today. It's
Terrific.
Tuesday, October 29th, 1991. Winter blew into town last night. It was 37 degrees when I drove in a little while ago.
Winter blew in and blew into my hair.
Absolutely. And welcome to Arabian Nights. What is this all about? Is there a reason for these hairdos?
Well, this is called not paying attention while Bryant does your hair.
I see.
You know.
Is it a reflection of a certain mood you're in? No.
Yes. Yes. Tuesdays. Frank comes home on Tuesdays.
Oh, I see. So we got to put the hair up.
Well, actually, did you... Actually, it's a dirty hair day, and I either wear a hat or put it up on a dirty hair day.
Gotcha.
Reg.
What?
Did you see the USA Today, the live section this morning? Did you take the love test?
You know, you know what? It said for your mate or something?
Yes. Yes.
Should we take it?
Well, you know what's kind of funny is I was all alone in the back of the car this morning, and I thought, well, I'll just take the little love test, right? I got a little pencil. I did it. I was real excited because I had a 4.5. Frank just called me from Kansas City, getting ready to get on a plane, come home to us. Hit a 4.3.
So what is that good?
We're going to have a family conference. Yeah, 5's perfect.
5 is perfect. 4 mostly agreed, 3 unsure, 2 mostly disagree, and 1, oh, I see. This is a test of your compatibility.
So let me ask you a couple of them, and you tell me whether it's 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe my partner tells me the truth.
Now, am I talking about you or Joy?
No. I lie to you every day.
If it's Joy, yes. If it's you, no.
My partner has a fine sense of humor.
Yes. Well, 4, I got to give you a number.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joy has a great sense of humor.
Yes, yeah.
Would you give her a 5 on that?
Yeah.
Okay, my partner understands my sexual needs and satisfies them.
Now, how am I answering this, yes or no?
Strongly agree all the way down to strongly disagree, number 1.
Read that question again.
Okay. My partner understands my sexual needs and satisfies them.
What? How do I answer this one?
5, absolutely.
Yes, I'm unsure, all right? Give me a 3 on that one.
A 3? Oh, all right. Let's see. One-on-one talks occur frequently in our relationship.
Yeah, we do talk.
All right. We are never abusive with one another physically or emotionally.
Absolutely not.
That's a 5.
That's a 5.
Okay, so we frequently express our affection in non-sexual ways. Cuddling, small gifts, kissing, and sweet talk.
Yeah. Well,
it's either sex or nothing, huh?
No. I'm not tired of this stupid test. What a beating. The woman comes out of the...
I'm going to fight the bully today.
Woman came out of the chute, see? 2 nights without her husband, and she's... Couple of more games, and he'll be afraid to come home.
Actually, I finally got a good night's sleep last night.
Well, we're all happy about that.
It's amazing what a difference it makes in you, though. The 2 puppies were with me last night.
Oh,
Shard
they cuddle
and
with you in the bed?
Well, they're so cute until one of them tries to get in the other territory, you know? Shard is a killer. Or just Shabby's just trying to turn her position, and Shard's ready to pounce on her.
You know what I'm doing with my cat now? Isn't it funny? We're both getting older. Here, where you're cuddling your dogs, I'm cuddling my cat. I can make my cat think he's nursing right in here. He goes... I've put this cat into heaven whenever I want with a certain scratch on his back. I scratch his back and all of a sudden he's... He nurses my arm. And I'm getting to like it.
If only you could do the same for Joy.
Hey, wait a minute.
Reach, that snaggletooth cat Ashley gets under the...
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I think that's the sickest thing I've ever heard.
Oh,
There's a certain way to rub him.
There's a certain way to rub him, and look, what other pleasure does he have? What other pleasure do these poor cats have? They've been, what have they been, they've been...
Neutered.
They've been neutered? So what else? It's me and Ashley. I'm his last refuge, you know? Let me tell you about Monday Night Football. It is becoming, its unpredictableness is its predictability. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah?
I went to bed last night. The Kansas City Chiefs were losing.
Yep.
And I said, I can't stay up. I'm exhausted. I fell asleep. They were losing. But I knew in my heart they would win. Sure enough, in the last 8 seconds or whatever it is,
they've had a lot of those kinds of games.
As it always is on Monday night, the team that's losing wins.
They've been having some great games.
Oh.
Unfortunately, a lot of people are asleep by the time it
That's
ends.
right, yeah.
And I was one of them.
Why don't they start that thing at 8 o'clock at night and
Because
give the world a break?
Because of the West Coast. You know why, Reach?
Why? What's the big deal?
Because
so they started
everybody
at
be on
5
the
out
freeways
there.
in California
So
and Oregon.
what?
You want yours, right?
I want mine. Yankees have a new manager going to be announced today, Buck Showalter, who's been a longtime Yankee employee. And
good choice, you think?
Everybody loves him, yeah, so that could be it.
Everybody loves him today, but the New York press will turn on him by tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I'm looking at Martha Stewart. She's also on our show today. She's the, I guess, the consummate homemaker. You know, she handles everything.
And the consummate one, too.
And I'm just looking at this God-fearing, good-looking, not a scratch of make earth mother of all, you know. And let's put this book right next to your hairdo right there. And let's get a close-up of the two of them. Now, look, see, there's Martha Stewart there.
Martha's like Pam Dauber yesterday, extremely clean.
Yes.
Yes. And everything she does is creative and lovely, and I hate her guts. You know? This woman, you know, never has wrinkled towels in her powder room.
No, she's absolutely perfect, is what you're saying. In fact, when she sips her coffee, you never see any of this on the...
I know.
That's right.
I want to be Martha Stewart.
I know who you really want to be, and I saw her last night in her new movie, The Prince of Tides. Barbara Streisand is who you want to be.
Did you see it, Reach?
Well,
I'm dying to see
I tell you, you don't see adult movies animour. You know what I mean? So I kind of got engrossed.
They make movies for children.
That's all they're making movies for. But this happens to be a very adult picture about a book that everybody loved, The Prince of Tides.
Yes.
And she plays the psychiatrist here in New York City, and Nick Nolte is the guy who comes up from North Carolina to investigate his sister's illness and gets involved with her. Well, I must tell you that she's a terrific director, you know, and
I've always felt that.
Always a great screen presence as well, and does a wonderful job with Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte has had more reincarnations in this business than me. And
well, not quite. But I
so
understand it's his Academy
he
Award.
becomes a major dramatic star in this movie.
Really,
yeah.
Reach? And how is Streisand in it?
She was great. She was great.
Does she sing in it at all?
And
No
her,
singing.
No singing. And her son is terrific, too.
Plays her son in the movie?
Yeah, plays her son in the movie. He's very
That's
good.
Jason Gould, right?
And there's one other terrific actor or actress, and I can't think right now who it is. But anyway, it's a good movie. You're going to love it a lot.
Is it going to be a hit?
It's going to be a hit, but when she directs love scenes, she's such a romantic,
Yes.
you know, that she has always candles all over the place. you know?
Really? Well, like in Yentl.
Yes.
Remember when she
Too
sang
many
it to
candles,
her? No,
Bob.
you can never have too many candles. Never.
Nobody lights that many candles before they make love, maybe other than you. You know what I mean?
You can't have too many
Oh,
candles.
please. She had too many candles in this movie. But that is a small criticism in the face of what is going to be a wonderful hit.
That's your only criticism? Is she had too many candles?
Did I just say that or not?
Reach, that is the silliest thing.
It's a small... I'm just saying...
No wonder you got a low score on that.
No, I'm just saying the romantic scenes are overdone. She has a tendency, because she's a romantic, to overdo the scenes. They look like a Clairol commercial after a while. But the rest of the movie is sensational. All right? People... Then I went to... Listen to this. Then I went to Planet Hollywood.
You are so cool.
Joy and I and Claudia Cohen. So we went to Planet Hollywood to see what the food is like.
Yes.
So there's Tom Cantone. Now, Tom Cantone, you know...
We used to work for it at the Trump Organization.
And he's in charge down there of Planet Hollywood, and he got it off to a terrific start, so he joins us for dinner. Somebody comes and whispers in Tom Cantone's name, somebody's in the restaurant.
In his ear, you mean?
In his ear. What did I say?
Doesn't matter.
In his name?
You're the consummate talk show host, so it doesn't matter.
Consummate! Anyway, they whisper something in his ear, the guy gets up, and he's gone.
Uh-oh.
And then he comes back just to see if we're all right, and then he's gone again. Well, you know who he's with? Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal walked into the restaurant,
and he dumped you.
This guy's lip began quivering. Billy's here! And that was the last time I
would
saw
have done
him.
the same thing. I love Billy Crystal.
How do you like
I would
that?
have dumped you in a second for Billy Crystal.
Dumped for Billy Crystal. The man left me.
You've been dumped for lesser people, Regis.
Really was something.
I don't know why you're so upset. You should he's a big star. You should be honored.
Guy sat down. He was hanging on to every word I said, and then he was gone. But Billy walked in.
How's the food? You never said.
The food was terrific.
I'm looking forward to going there if I can ever stay up past
You know
7.
what it is? It's like ribs and burgers and nachos.
Real people food.
Oh, real people food.
Not a carrot this big.
Not for you, but real people. Yeah, you'll love it. It's really terrific.
Couldn't be better than Neary's.
Well, yeah, Neary's is a great restaurant, too. What am I supposed to say? You know what I mean?
At Neary's, they give you this much mashed potatoes every plate.
No, they don't have that there. They have nachos, and Streisand had too many candles. But anyway, now she's going to be mad at me for saying that, see?
Well, maybe we could have had her on our show if you hadn't.
But it was just an observation, a random observation by a former film critic.
I bet every woman would disagree with you. I think that's a basic difference between men and women right there.
I'll bet Claudia Cohen wouldn't disagree with me. You ask her if those love scenes were just a little too much. Tomorrow on the show. You see, when she wears her hair up and she's feisty, then the gloves come off. You know what I mean? It's kill or be killed if you're sitting right now. I'm telling you the truth. There are other days when we're sweet and we're wonderful and we're nice and our hair is down. Then there are days when we're feeling testosterone's in our system. And the hair is up. I know. Tuesday mornings for me during football season are the toughest mornings of my life. But I hang in there. Unless a man would die. Billy Crystal would run. Tomorrow, Chef Paul Prudhomme will be here. Prudhomme, whatever it is, he'll be here.
Yes.
With a fabulous recipe. And Latin singing sensation Luis Miguel Gelman.
And the news.
What is, he's a big sensation?
Big sensation.
Where?
Starting in the United States, all over South America.
Is he?
Is he a singer? Is he like...
He sings.
Like a...
Very handsome young pop singer.
so he's like a young...
Julio?
Julio.
More
pop-oriented.
Yeah.
Less ballad.
Correct.
Okay, good. I'm looking forward to that. What's his big hit?
I don't know.
You know, Gelman, if you say I don't know one more time, you're going to be fired. That's his favorite line. I don't know.
We'll find out together tomorrow. Is he going to sing for us?
Yes, he is.
Good. Okay, looking forward to that.
Also, the amazing psychic Shar will be here as well. And Jacqueline Smith. What a lineup Gelman put together here. That's a big lineup, yeah. Everybody remembers Jacqueline Smith on the popular series Charlie's Angels, in which Charlie was heard but never seen.
Right.
What popular actor was the voice of Charlie in that series? Okay, who played Charlie in Charlie's Angels?
One of our favorite people, right?
Yes, absolutely. I almost forgot for a minute who did it.
I think the reason I'm crazed today is because one of my all-time favorite people was a humongous influence in my life when I was growing up.
Really?
Carol Burnett is here.
Carol Burnett is here, yes. He's got a new variety series on
She's back
CBS.
At CBS, old set.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Also, the greatest home run hitter of them all, Henry Aaron, will be here as well. Hank Aaron. And, of course, Martha Stewart is going to tell you how to make herbs right there.
Well, God made herbs.
Thank you, lady.
Gardening tips from Martha Stewart.
Yes, sure.
No wonder you flunked that test.
Now, we just want to remind those of you who are interested in participating in the live GE No Hassle Kitchen Remodeling Contest. You have 4 days left to enter. All the entries must be postmarked by November 3rd. November 3rd.
Yes.
Well, that's more than 4 days, Gelman. Because we're opening at the Taj Mahal on the 1st, which is Friday night.
Nice plug.
2nd is Saturday. 3rd, we're still there on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. That's about 6 days.
I don't know, he says.
No, he doesn't say anything now. He's trying to count out the days. 1? I produced this show. 2? Forget it. So anyway, that's it.
Anyway, they have to be postmarked by November 3rd. Now, does the post office postmark on Sundays these days?
No. You better get it in on Saturday, which is 5 days. Meanwhile, 3? Here we have some pumpkins that were sent to us, unique pumpkins, and in honor of Halloween, I'm going to unveil them right now.
Oh, Reed!
That's it? I was expecting hair and all kinds of things.
Well, they're sweet.
Well, I guess they kind of... There was hair. There was hair. Well, that's kind of cute. That's really terrific.
Yeah.
Every time we let somebody else in on this 15 minutes, we die.
What do you mean we?
What do you mean
I
we?
never unveil that stuff. You go over there.
No, but it is cute. Look, somebody put eyebrows up here, happy face there, one tooth over there. It's really cute. And Bert and Margie Meckling sent this in to us from Mount Vernon, Ohio. Thank you, Bert and Margie.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's go to the phones.
Cody will love that.
Enough. My cat would love that, too. Why does Cody get everything?
We'll fight for it.
We're going out to Reno, Nevada. Monica Stone. Shone?
Shown.
Pardon?
It's shown.
Shone.
Right.
S-J-O-E-N.
That's correct.
Is that Nordic?
My husband's from Norway, and it's Norwegian.
Well, if he was from
So smart.
What do you think we are, a bunch of dopes around here? If he was from Norway, of course he'd be Norwegian. Even Gelman can figure that out. 4. He's still over there counting. Don't say anything. All right, so Monica, how did you wind up out in Reno, Sparks, Nevada?
Well, my husband accepted a position as chief of police at the University of Nevada, Reno. We were living in Southern California, and we decided to relocate.
So he's the chief of police on a college campus.
That's correct.
What is the major crime on college campuses these days?
Besides cheating?
Oh, gosh. Probably, I'm not really sure. Maybe like break-ins in dorms.
Doesn't he come home and tell you what's going on during the day? How'd you like to take this test, Margie, while you're at it?
Wouldn't you think it would be just rowdiness, drunkenness?
Yeah, I hope you're not going to say campus rape, because that's all we hear about these days.
No, there not as much as that. Probably more like drugs, like I said, and break-in.
Probably very little crime at that, right?
There hasn't been that much here, really. I think the UNR campus is pretty safe.
So, in other words, he's got very little to do.
But it is only October.
Yes, I know.
Right.
All right, Marge, let's go to the videotape here.
It's Monica.
Marge sent us the... Wait a minute. Excuse me. Bulletin. Gelman just reached 5. Let's see. Monica, what actor played Charlie on Charlie's Angels?
John Forsythe.
Yes. That's it. You got it, Monica. Great.
Monica, please pick a number between 1 and 162.
I got married in 1988. I'll pick 88.
88.
Congratulations, Monica. You and our lucky audience winner have both won a GE white-on-white countertop microwave oven. Your prize is valued at approximately $289.
Harold Burnett coming on next. We'll be right back.
Still ahead on Live, baseball superstar Hank Aaron. And Martha Stewart teaches us how to grow herbs all winter long.
Well, you're getting your hair done during the commercial break.
I didn't touch my hair.
I am up there visiting with the real people, and this lady...
I'm over with the kitchen people. Don't give me that.
Got her mad. Anyway, listen to me.
Don't impugn my integrity.
This lady said, I have an invention for you. I said, what could it be? She said, now, here's a tie. She said, you know how sometimes this side of the tie flips out, what have you?
Yes.
Watch this. You put this in here.
Right, which most ties have, right?
Yeah. Wait a minute, what is the big deal about this tie?
That's the big deal, is that...
This thing right here. Now, look, in here is a button holder. You button that onto here, you stick that in there, and this will never come out.
I think that's just
Isn't that a good idea?
Yes.
Tie, button, tie. Thank you very much.
And it's a pretty tie.
Yeah.
It'll actually kind of go well.
She gave one for me and one for my uncle. Okay.
Your uncle in Tuckahoe.
Frank gets one.
Oh,
too.
that's nice. Thank you.
All right, don't use the word legend around here much. We rarely use that word, but
Except
then
when
again...
you apply it to yourself.
Then again, we're not visited by Carol Burnett every day. Many, many towns. Come on, we all know Carol Burnett. She's brought laughter and tears to us, to millions of people over the years, and now she launches a brand new variety show. That's the key word here.
Good, finally.
On CBS on Friday nights at 9 o'clock, and here she is, a legend herself, Miss Carol Burnett. Yeah, I'm going to put that right on you.
The reason I wore these today is because there's no way I'm sitting here with Carol Burnett, who's got the greatest legs in the entire business.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I'm glad I shaved.
Oh, Legs Burnett is here. So, how exciting, huh?
Oh, yes.
Taking us back to variety, which I think we sorely need in this business.
I hope so. It's been a few years, and it's something that I love doing more than anything as far as working goes. And to be able to just put on different wigs and black your teeth out and take pratfalls, and then of course that's the sophisticated stuff. And have some guests and a rep company, and
so it's going to be a real variety show. We're talking, not just the Sullivan thing where people come out and perform.
No, it's very similar to the regular form, and to have a rep company and then say, hey, wouldn't it be fun if we did a takeoff on such and such or whatever is in the news
Something
or whatever
timely.
the next movie might be. I might do a lot of stuff with candles.
If you're lucky.
Do you know Barbra Streisand?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes. Not well, but I in the early days.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did she ever talk about me then?
Yes, but you wouldn't want to hear it.
Carol is back at CBS where it all began for her.
Oh, what did it feel like when you first walked back on that set? You were there so many years.
Oh, well, I was there for 11 years with our gang, and then that's the best stage in Hollywood because it is a true stage. Most of the sets out there are the arena kind where the cameras are between you and the audience, and they're up above, and not even as close as you are here. Mm-hmm. But stage 33 at Television City is a real little theater. It's a hot little house, and the stage is raised and the audience is there, and
you feel
right
good
up
when
to
you're
the
there,
edge.
right?
Right up, yeah. It's just
So the laughs are real.
I don't know if you understand how important a setting is to a performer, and so she's home where she feels at home and where she's going to do even better.
Yeah.
Every now and then they get on my nerves around here, and I say,
No.
"That's it. I'm out of here. I'm gone." But I don't want to carry everything with me, so
It's a little tough, yeah.
we stay right here. Right?
No,
You know what I'm talking
vibes,
about.
good feeling.
When we have thought about leaving, and you've been nagging me about leaving, I've always said
I've been nagging you about you leaving. That's right.
you get used to a place and it becomes your home.
Yeah. He doesn't like change.
I don't like change.
Now, you have an entirely new rep company with you.
Yes, well, a couple of them were with me on Carol and Company, Megan Fay and Richard Kine, and then we have a bunch of new people and
All brilliant in
guest
their own
stars.
right, huh?
Yes, indeed.
Well, here they all are
Yeah,
together?
that's right. It's a
Well,
group.
that's terrific.
That
This
is
is
a group. Yeah,
A great-looking
they're
group
very
of people
talented.
here. Well, that's good. Now, Martin Short is one of your first guests, right?
Martin Short and B.B. King are on our premiere show, which is Friday night. And I've never worked with anybody quite like Martin Short. And
He's a little crazy, huh?
He's wonderful. He's just, he doesn't do the same thing twice in rehearsal, and yet he's right there for you. He's just fabulous to work with.
Yeah. We've had him as a guest several times, and you never know what's going to come out of
He
his
really
mouth.
is a wacky guy.
Makes me laugh a lot.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
Shall we take a look at a clip right now?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is
this what we're talking about, the first show? Is this from the first show?
Yes, it is. In this one, I play a lady who is the host of a children's show. Miss Abigail is her name. And Richard Kine and Megan Fay and Roger Kabler are in it with me. And actually, it points up some of the not so wonderful things that are going on in the world today, but we do it very sweetly.
Something tells me Miss Abigail has an edge.
A dark side.
Abigail.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look at a scene from Carol Burnett's first show.
Here comes Mr. We haven't seen him in a whole week.
I wonder where he's been.
Quack, 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 quack. Ah! Whoa, scared the quack out of me.
Look at the oil on you. My goodness. Oh, I know you've just come from a swim in the ocean.
That's right, Miss Abigail. And after that, I went to yet another duck funeral.
That's 35 duck funerals in 1 week. How many of your species, the Calola duck, are left?
Only 3. And after that, stinked.
Oh, dear. Mr. Duck. That's a terrible smell. Mr. Duck? Mr. Duck?
There goes another duck. We'll be right back with more Carol in a moment.
Still ahead on Live, Martha Stewart teaches us how to grow herbs all winter long.
You know, Carol Burnett is from Los Angeles, went to Hollywood High School and all of that, but then came to New York to get your show business break. Mm-hmm. Were you one of those people who went through the starving days and lived in the small cold water flat and all of that?
I came here, got off the plane with a cardboard suitcase from J.C. Penney's, didn't know where I was going to go, and had one telephone number, and it was a girlfriend who had gone to UCLA, and she had been a senior when I was a freshman. Called her, and she lived in a place called the Rehearsal Club. And Stage Door, the play was written about that, and it was a brownstone over on 54th Street. I went over there with my suitcase, and it was raining, which is good luck for me, always.
Really?
And it was just it was like a dorm, but it was all young ladies interested in the theater. And I moved in to one room, and I had 4 roommates, and we had 1 bathroom. Lots of luck. And a cot and a little dressing table. But it was $18 a week, room and board.
Wow.
Didn't beat that. And then and it was subsidized by some very nice people who helped all of us.
What a nice tradition.
It was terrific, and I wish it were around. I think it
Sure.
went belly up a few years ago, but it was wonderful for and the men, the dates, and all of that.
To be down in the parlor?
They had to be in the parlor. Nobody.
Very civilized.
No candles.
No candles.
Am I going to pay for this one? Well, what year was this? 1890? What are we talking about?
Close.
How long did you live there, Carol?
I lived there about 2 or 3 years, and I worked as a hat check girl in a ladies' tea room, which shows you how bright I was. Not too many women check their hats.
No tips. Tips were bad.
No. But, I did check John Rait's coat once. Yeah, John Raitt.
Sure.
Bonnie.
Broadway star.
Broadway star. Bonnie's dad. And he was in Pajama Game at the time. And the men would run down to a place called the Lobster Bar, which was downstairs. And I would grab their coats, so at least I could get a quarter when they'd come back. And I used to tear the little dinghy in the back. And then I would re-sew it with brighter thread so that when they would come up to get their coat, I would say, this was torn, and I fixed it. So I'd get 35 cents.
Whoa!
Instead of
Carol Burnett, always thinking.
The girl's got to do it.
Well, I never stole from the dime store, but I did do that.
You did do
And
that.
then did you work in the small clubs that were all over New York at the time?
Yes, I worked at the Blue Angel.
Now, as a
for
singer
long time.
or as a comedian?
A comedian singer.
There's a wonderful show there called Pageant at the Blue Angel right now. The Blue Angel is back and looks
Is
lovely.
it? Oh,
yeah.
I wish I were going to be here more than just one
It's a
day.
great
I'm only
off-Broadway
here for
show.
2
It's a
days.
Rich says this thing is
It's
brilliant.
a takeoff on Miss America show. But the Blue Angel was a lovely club and a great place to...
Great place to start, yeah.
But the big break came with Jack Parr, right?
That, and the big one was with Gary Moore, of course.
Oh, sure,
and,
Gary
Were you a regular?
Yes.
What was
I did
the
a guest
song you
shot.
sang that they loved so much?
Ken Welch wrote a song for me called "I Made a Fool of Myself Over John Foster Dulles."
Yes.
He was the Secretary of State. I guess vanilla would be flattering him. I mean,
Sure.
Dulles was aptly named at the time. He was considered kind of a dull person, yeah. And so Ken wrote a song about how I was this young girl who was absolutely mad for him. It was during the Elvis Presley craze, and got back to Washington, and then Secretary Dulles called and wanted to see me do it again on television. So in 1 week, I did the song 3 times.
It struck a chord.
Yes, it did, and he did have a good sense of humor about it.
You never know.
And then came the Gary Moore show, and then came your own.
Well, you did The Princess in the Once Upon a Mattress.
Yeah.
Terrific.
And then all those years you've been making everybody so happy.
Thank you.
I mean, just say the name Carol Burnett and you smile.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice to hear.
Well,
Thank
sure.
you.
True.
Absolutely.
Well, you got to come out. I would love to have you come and be on our show. We have a 13-week guarantee, so please make it soon.
We better get out there in a hurry. Yeah.
That would be fabulous.
We better take her up on that right away.
She's going to be around forever.
Of course.
Yeah, but we'd love to, Carol. That'd be
Well,
an
you
honor.
know, everybody does love you. We don't want to get maudlin around here.
Yes,
but
we do. Certain people
once in a
deserve it.
while, you should be told who you are and...
Thank you, because I'm beginning to forget.
Anyway, Friday nights, 9 o'clock, Carol Burnett is back on CBS, and we're all
And
thrilled
you come
about it.
visit.
Oh, we'd love to.
Thanks, Carol. Thanks so much.
My love to your family.
Okay,
Thank
sweetheart.
you. You're hooked.
Hey, wait a minute.
How long have you been in this business?
Come on. You're free, Carol Burnett. You're free. We'll be back with Hank Aaron.
The beautiful Jacqueline Smith tomorrow on Live.
All right, here he is, the greatest home run hitter of all time, 23 years in the major leagues, and of course, I think was more instrumental in putting together this Atlanta Braves team than anybody else because he was in charge of that farm system for Atlanta. And all of a sudden, all of these great young players came together at once, you know?
To go from last to first.
Dynamite.
Pretty amazing
Did
stuff.
a great job. Here's Henry Aaron. Hi, Hank. How you doing? Nice to see you.
So nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank
what
you
a
very much.
terrific season you brought Atlanta.
Could have worked out just a little
bit better, yeah.
Was that the longest game of your life?
Yes, it was the longest season, really.
Yeah. Was it a heartbreak?
Well, not so much, because I think both teams played very well.
What a great series.
And it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
So.
It was a great series.
Yes, certainly was. It was a
Every
great series.
game was almost a one-run situation.
Yes, it was.
Very
and
tight,
it really
as they say.
could have because, Jack Morris pitched wonderful. I've never seen a guy that...
He's a gutsy guy.
He certainly was. He pitched well.
Did you see every game, Reach? Parts of it?
I saw parts of every game. I thought the teams were just suited for one another, It was just a thrill for a baseball fan.
Well, the most amazing thing was the fact that both teams had finished dead last.
Yeah.
The year before.
That's right.
Yeah, the year before. And then both teams get to the World Series. And both plays just about equal.
Yeah.
And really the series, as I said before, repeat myself, but it could have gone either way.
Absolutely. Now tell me about these young players, Hank. I mean, you were there, you were in charge of player development with the Braves for many years, and now suddenly you've got all of these guys are practically the same age. And
what is that
this
age?
is going to be a dynasty.
Are they like 18-year-old, 19-year-old?
Yes. Well, it should be, but with the age of free agency, what's going to happen 3 years from now? You never know what's going to happen, but we would think that most players that we have on our ball club now would probably be there for the next few years.
That's right.
It's a ball club that came through some adversities, in the minor leagues. We have Tom Glavine, who's been with the ball club for a long time, David Justice, Gant, Treadway, and we also have Blauser. And you can go on and on and on and name the nucleus of the ball club.
Sure.
But the ball club is a strong ball club. And then when general manager John Shohos got there, he just put the pieces together. It was kind of like a puzzle, Brought in Pellington, brought in Bean.
Pellington made a big difference.
Certainly did. Because, with all our left-hand pitchers, we needed somebody on that side to catch the ball.
Now, I understand they're having a parade in Atlanta anyway. for
Yes.
the team.
Oh, they should.
Sure,
My
yeah.
gosh.
There are 2 parades, one in Minneapolis and one in St. Paul, and then one in Atlanta, which is going to be terrific for the fans.
Well, you know, the fans were just terrific this year. I don't know. You can't expect any more out of what they did. And, you know, they came out.
The whole
and
city came
The whole
out.
city, the whole state, you know, it was really a marvelous, everything was so wonderful, you know.
And it was nice for Ted Turner, who hung in there all these years,
Yeah.
you know, with that losing ball club and paid through the nose, and
That's
now
right.
all of a sudden here
That's
it is.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. Well, you know, the most amazing thing was that Ted went through some times when people were talking about sell the ball club. You were too involved with it. And I've been with the club now for ever since 1976. And I know for one thing, and speaking, and this is a fact, that Ted has been no more involved in the club than say, you have.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I mean, from the
Really?
standpoint of telling people, you know, because sports
Bossing
writers,
everybody
yeah,
around.
sports writers was telling them that he was running the club. I've never known one time that Ted has said that he wanted this or wanted that. You know?
He let the guys
Let the
run it
professionals
themselves.
do
He's
it.
always, you know, he's always let people that is in charge run the ball club.
Sometimes that's the best way.
Yes.
Well, now, how many seasons did you play? 22, was it?
23 years.
23. The
23.
average is what now? 10, 12?
Well, they don't have to
Not
play
even
but
that.
5 now, you know.
Yeah.
You mean to set up a
Kathy,
retirement
they make
fund?
as much money in 5 years as I made in 23.
I know.
What was your highest paid year?
My highest salary was $240,000.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And these guys that they make, they're going to get that in the World Series.
That's right.
Yeah.
If a guy hits 200, they have a parade for him.
That's
you know?
right. That's right.
But because of that, they'll probably never break your record because they just don't play as many seasons anymore.
I think that's one thing that I'm really concerned with is the fact that, and you have great ball players, you know, I mean, really, you have some really great, truly great ball players, but I think that they're not going to be around long enough to break
those
records.
records,
Yeah.
sure.
That's the
Take a
good
look
news.
at some of the pictures from Hank Aaron's book here, I Had a Hammer. And this will bring back some memories. One of my favorite all-time pitchers was Warren Spahn, and there he is right in the middle there, flanked by his home run hitters, Eddie Matthews and Hank Aaron. Oh, I loved Warren Spahn. I loved his wind-up, you know. And
What
he
was it
pitched
like, Reach?
Until, well, he had that left-handed kick, you know, and he came down.
So it was real
down.
dramatic.
Oh, yeah, he was terrific. And one of your favorite players was Ted Williams?
One of my favorite players, of course, was Stan Musial.
Oh, Stan Musial,
Stan
right.
Musial was one of my
Absolutely,
players.
yeah.
And not just because he was a great ball player, but Stan Musial was just a great human being. He and I went on what they call a high neighbor tour the first few years that the Vietnamese War started out. And Stan and I was roommates together, you know.
Yeah. He's a wonderful guy,
wonderful,
isn't he?
Wonderful guy, you know.
And then, Hank, your first trip to New York City, I think it was in 1957, to Yankee Stadium.
Scared to death.
Scared to death? There you are, right there.
Scared to death.
Yeah.
You look a little scared.
I was scared. I was underfed.
Why were you scared? New York's it's a pretty good place, isn't it?
New York does that to you, you know. When we first played our first World Series game in Yankee Stadium, I never forget, one sports writer said that, well, the ghost of Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig will eventually suck you guys up.
And of course, you were playing opposite Mickey Mantle, who I guess was the most valuable player that year, right?
Yeah, but it didn't stop you from breaking the Babe's record, which he did back in 1974. Here's a shot of that picture, hitting his 715th home run. And April 8th, 1974, and went on to hit 40 more and set the all-time record of 755 home runs, which, as we said, no one will ever beat that.
56, and then he was out of the batter's box, right?
Yes. Anytime I'm here.
Hank Aaron is in town because he is a member of the board of directors of the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization we talked about yesterday. They had their big affair last night.
Right,
The Hero Award.
right. They had the Hero Award, and I'm here in New York City to I attended the dinner last night for Arby's Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yes.
It's been an organization I've been involved with for the past 8, 9, 10 years.
You've had a couple of little brothers,
Yes, I
right?
have. I had 2 little brothers. One just happened to move out of the district in which I was in, but I really have enjoyed my association with Arby's and Big Brothers and Big
You
Sisters.
can really make a difference in a young child's life.
Certainly can.
And how lucky for them, whoever these
got
kids
Hank.
are, that they got you. You know what I mean? How'd you like to wind up with Hank Aaron as your
That'd be
big
great.
brother? All right, well, we wish you good luck next season. We're going to get him next season, maybe.
Thank you, thank you.
And I think you're doing a terrific job with the Big Brothers.
Thank you
Big
very much,
Sisters. And
Kathie.
thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Great to see
okay?
you. Frank says hello to you. I will. Thank you. God bless.
Henry Aaron, back with Martha Stewart in a moment.
Tomorrow on Live, Chef Paul Prudhomme.
so cool.
It's cold. It's autumn time. It's time to get your potted plants inside and to grow some herbs as well. All of it in this book called Gardening Month by Month, and it does change every month. And here's, of course, the lovely Martha Stewart. Nice to see you, Martha.
The lovely and perfect
Okay,
Martha
so
Stewart.
it's late autumn now. What should we be doing?
Well, we should be bringing in herbs for the house. And you know, you have to say herb.
Not herb, it's herb.
No, you never say Herbert. Right?
I didn't know this was short for Herbert, you know.
Martha's now going to be a
herbs.
stand-up comedian.
Oh, no. Anyway,
from now on.
I want you to plant because I want you to know what you should be bringing in right now so that they don't have winter kill. We live in the cold up here in the Northeast, so you have to bring things in.
And we have had a little bit of a frost already.
Oh, yeah. And so I've given you each a pot. And there's potting soil, nice, rich, composty soil. See how nice and
nitrogen
black
in there.
it is?
Yes.
Yeah. And then I always put a few pebbles on the bottom for drainage.
What does that mean for drainage?
Well, just so that when you overwater, the water
place
sits
to
down in
seep
the,
into,
in the pebbles instead of on the roots of the plant. So put some pebbles in each of those. Then a little bit of soil.
Thank you.
Do I have enough pebbles in here?
Yeah, it looks good.
Let me get my hand. I'm a man of the soil.
Okay, you use your...
You are an earthy soil.
I'm an earthy kind of guy who likes to wallow around in the earth.
Now,
Want to join me?
what you bring from outside, you bring sage plants.
Yes,
Here's
sage.
a sage for
Here's a
you.
sage for you.
And
Now-
here is some oregano for you.
Oregano, I love good
Now, what
oregano.
you got to do, isn't it, Martha? Don't you have to
Tap it
loosen
out.
the roots here?
And then I put it in this little pot. I would put 3 different herb plants.
loosen your roots, Reed.
Loosen your roots.
What is it with this oregano? It won't come out.
No. You just squeeze it a little. Yeah, there.
Sure, there you go. Now you
Okay.
squeeze
Silly
it?
goose.
Well, yeah, just loosen up the roots a little
Like
bit,
this,
and then
let's
here's
see.
some thyme, and you plant yourself a little garden.
Now, which herbs
Here's
can
some
you...
thyme.
Okay, which should you
Okay?
not bring in?
Well, don't bring in your basil, your chervil, anything that's an annual herb, because basil's going
Really?
to die anyway. Did you bring it in?
I did. One winter I was lucky. I had a very, very sunny window, so it did do
Well,
pretty well.
if you have basil that's about this size, bring it in and repot it
I'm
in
going to
your
leave basil
little
outside.
garden.
I had the greatest basil last summer. It was
Or plant
unbelievable.
yourself some new ones. But
Okay.
look what happens. After you've planted your little pot, you can do little decorative herb gardens. They're so beautiful. And you just snip. As these grow, you snip all winter
And use
long.
them.
And use them in your cooking.
Great.
It's
The greatest.
so pretty.
And they smell so good.
Absolutely. And don't forget to mist them.
Miss them.
And-
Miss my oregano.
Mist them.
All right.
And feed them at
feed
least
them.
once a week with a really high quality plant food. Don't forget to do that.
We're going to
That's
pause.
really
We're going to come right back with more tips from Martha Stewart in a moment. Right back.
Production travel assistance provided by Best Western. With 1,800 places to stay across the USA, you'll find the right place at the right price. Best Western. And if you'd like to receive more information regarding the helpful hints Martha Stewart just talked about, send for a copy of our newsletter. Send in $1 plus a self-addressed stamped envelope, business size, to Live Newsletter, issue number 92. Post Office Box 2010, Floral Park, New York, 11002.
Talking with Martha Stewart about gardening tips. Now, you can either do it with seeds or with seedlings. That's how you start. And, of course, you take it from there. Now, there's
Martha just learned something.
Yes. Here's a great gift idea. This is great for a hostess gift or for Christmas.
That's a lovely gift.
And these are marked with oregano, thyme, sage, curly parsley, and rosemary. It's a really wonderful kitchen gift for anybody.
And these don't cost very much,
No,
the baskets.
very inexpensive. And you can buy the little herb plants or you can grow them.
Gee, maybe Joy would like this for Christmas.
Reed.
Okay.
You can have it. Joy can have it.
You better stick a few jewels in it. I know Joy.
This is a pot that I've had for over 1.5 years on my back steps, right by the kitchen door, and I bring it in the winter. It has bay, it has chive, it has rosemary, thyme, oregano, all the good things for my cooking. Yeah, and here,
that's
a roast with these fresh bay leaves. Have you ever smelled a really fresh bay leaf? Here,
I never have.
here.
Yeah,
Just break it in your
Smells
fingers
like
a little
basil
bit.
to me.
Thank you.
But isn't that great?
Oh, it's wonderful.
that goes in the
Ooh,
And
spaghetti.
then
that's
look
great.
for the holiday table. I just thought of these last night because I was trying to think of something original for your program.
Ooh, and a gourd.
And this is a blue Hubbard squash.
It's a squash. It's not a gourd. Don't you know a gourd?
This is a gourd, and this. Oh, look at this
You know the
turban
difference?
squash.
That's a squash.
But isn't that pretty? Just arranged on your table.
It's
like
lovely.
that?
And it's so earthy. You know what I mean?
It is, and And these are called topiaries, and these are rosemary, and you get this kind of rosemary. There are a lot of different kinds of herbs. This is one that lies down. It's called reclining topiary. And you can buy these forms just like this, or you can make out of a coat hanger. This is a real good use for those metal coat hangers that you don't know what, throw away.
Sure.
And you make it into a round ring like that, and you stick it in here, and then you wire up these long, and you make a Christmas wreath. Isn't that beautiful?
That's a great idea. It's a beautiful idea.
I think this is just
These are
little twistums, yeah. And and in your kitchen, you just keep snipping off these little growths and use that in your cooking.
That's a great idea,
The greatest.
Martha.
And your food will never have tasted better.
Always use the fresh stuff whenever
That's right.
you can.
It's really, really nice.
We're just about out of time, but this is a lovely situation
This
here.
is my bonsai. I brought this rosemary must be 15 years old, and I just keep bringing it in and out and
every fall.
Yep.
And out in the spring.
All the time.
Yeah. All right, lots of exciting tips and ideas right here in this beautiful book called Gardening by Martha Stewart. Thank you, Martha. Very, very. Maybe we'll see you at Christmas time.
Happy Halloween, Martha.
We'll be back.
Foolishness. Thursday on Live, country superstar Charlie Daniels.
Through the eyes.
Tomorrow, who do we have on the show? Thank you.
Some members of our studio audience will receive the following. Singers 5 and 1, coffee tea maker, grinds beans, then brews coffee, brews tea. Makes fresh iced coffee and tea too. Singer. Use Fleischmann's yeast to warm their hearts with homemade bread fresh from the oven. Fleischmann's yeast for heartwarming results every time. With Mama Libman's Wonder Mop, your hands never touch water. Just slide its special wringer sleeve down and twist. Libman, better brooms, brushes, and mops. Ruffy Sure Sack trash bags carry heavy loads and cost less. Sure Sack, the best value you'll ever throw away.